The Gray Slayer, the Forever Man, Death's warrior. He is all these things and more, stalking evil for an eternity, seeking refuge from his curse. Shay Khan. My sleep is haunted by nightmares where pain is real and unforgiving. And I wander in enraged bloodlust, slaying all who bar my way. Shay Khan, the Forever Man. Character created by Rack, Robert A. Krause. Narrated by Kenneth J. Dishman. For every wave the ocean has, he has lived a day. Once more adrift on turbulent waters, Shay Khan goes onward, his journey paralleling his existence. The ocean batters him, relentlessly tossing him to and fro, and for all his strength he feels powerless against its fury. Such a long journey, such a long life. It seems neither will ever end. The frail craft splinters in the storm's embrace, but its passenger has weathered many storms. The squall passes, leaving him stranded. Alone in the sea, the days pass by. The salt water and the sun crack and blister his skin, but he will not die. He never does. No matter the pain, no matter the want or the need, he will not die. But soon, now, once more, a time of restless sleep, until he forces his body erect. So close now, so very close. He is lucky for once. Most of his weapons are still with him. Good. He will need them. 1, 2 days pass, and then he is there. Hellshire, the town of the beast, the demon that haunts his dreams, the foul one he has crossed the world to slay, the last evil. He trembles with anticipation, trying to subdue his emotions. But he's so close. The harsh whispers of the grubby townspeople follow the tall stranger to the bar, where the barkeep growls a gruff. What do you want? An ale. A room. Shay Khan pauses as he notices the bartender's subtle glance behind him. And some information. There are 2 of them. He can sense it. Gold for information. The Beast's lair. Where can I find it? He turns to face them and the rest of the bar room. No beast around here, traveler. And no room, chimes the other. But I'll surely take your gold. The cocky words of the town tough stings into Shay Khan's ears as the bar room breaks into mocking laughter. These 2 are dead, thinks to himself, though they don't even know it yet. No, no gold for you today. Only the swords. Their laughter ceases, and an uneasy tension fills the room. He stands motionless as their weapons clear their scabbards. Then smiles, as with one motion so quick and fluid that even the most attentive onlooker could scarcely discern he had even moved. The traveler has finished the battle. Before their gutted, headless corpse drunkenly crashed to the floor, he has already sheathed both weapons. One more time, Sal. The beast. There's no such thing. I swear it. Then I guess I'll be on my way into the morrow. Shay Khan smiled. Until then, I'll take that room. Oh, and get this garbage off the floor. He knew the greasy pig of a man had lied to him, but he would play the game for now. Shay Khan knew all about the townspeople, their rituals, their perverse sacrifices to the devil beast that they worshipped. But mostly he knew the screams and the pains of their innocent victims, for he had seen it. No, lived it in his dreams, his accursed dreams. It would not be that bad tonight. That is how he could tell his curse was nearly over. No longer were his nights a witness to the savage killings that he had been forced to endure for so long. No, the dreams had been slowly tapering off as the centuries had plodded by. As he had tracked and hunted and killed the evils that assailed his sleeping moments and consumed his waking hours, the nightmares finally tapered off, until only one remained to stalk his dreams, and only on nights when the moon was full. For several years now, pieces of the painful puzzle had played itself out on those moonlit nights, until finally the pieces led him to here, Hellshire. One more battle, one more full moon, tomorrow. So close to breaking the curse, so close. He awoke at dawn. "Look at the fool," the barkeep snarled a whisper to the second. "He is off." They watched in snug satisfaction as the Grey Rider disappeared far into the distance. "Good, good. Tonight will go on as planned. Bring me the girl, the lovely girl. So young, so innocent." "So tonight, for the greater glory of our sect, she will be his." The townsfolk shrieked their approval. It has been a long day of waiting for Shay Khan. First, he has circled unseen back to Hellshire to watch the townies prepare for the night's dirty work. He then waits until the sun slowly slips into the horizon. Then waits until the full moon squats high overhead, until finally he follows the procession of the cultists out of their town to the sacrificial ritual place. Now he waits for Gildundren. Shay Khan feels a chill trace its fingers slowly up his spine as he hears its bellow in the distance. The beast. "All hail the Dark One!" they chorus in unison. Again an unearthly howl, closer this time. "Oh yes, brothers! Can you feel it? Feel it in the air!" they excitedly concur. "All praise the Dark One! All praise the Dark One!" The wait is nearly over. It is so close. "Your servants await your presence, O Exalted One. We have brought before you a gift. This night a fine gift, such as a lovely young thing."
"Ah, you have done well this time. Yes, she is most pleasing to me."
The voice rasps from its mouth.
"A succulent morsel."
The girl frantically struggles to free herself from the abhorrent creature that towers above her. The barkeep smiles with insane glee. The cultists chant, reach a wild-eyed frenzy as Shay Khan erupts into their midst. Numb with shock and fear, she stares blankly up at the gaunt figure that races toward her. "What are you waiting for? Get the hell out of here!" He guards her escapeway.
"So, the great Shay Khan has come to me at last. I have heard of you. You are a legend. Ha! Tonight I will feast on a legend."
Shay Khan is swept up in massive arms as the beast in a heat of berserker rage tears into Shay Khan.
"You are the Grey Warrior, Still Death, Shay Khan, the Forever Man. Ha! You are nothing. I, Gildundren, shall crush you." As I have killed your foul brethren, so shall I kill you.
The cult watches in awe as the Grey Warrior slams blow after blow into Gildundren. Damn him! He's ruining everything! Quickly! Take the stranger! All praise the Dark One! They fall upon him like angry hornets, and with sheer numbers they drag him down while Gildundren laughs at their blood frenzy.
I know of your curse, Shay-Khan. They say you cannot die. You live forever. But you can feel pain. And you will. From now till forever!
He comes to consciousness in fragments. Pain intrudes on him from everywhere. Someone towers over him. A guard. He hears him speak but cannot focus on what he says. He cannot concentrate through the onslaught of exhaustion. He drifts back into the dark. So, you're Shay-Khan. You don't seem too much of a threat now. So you cannot die? Well, I bet you're praying for death now. Perhaps he is, but on this day, death comes to a citizen of Hellshire instead. He awakens to a face. An angel? No, the girl. The girl he saved.
You're safe now. Just rest. You'll be fine.
As the weeks pass, she tends to the Forever Man's wounds. She is amazed at how quickly he heals from wounds that would kill any normal man. But then Shay-Khan is no ordinary man. Finally, a day before the moon is to be full once more, he tells her his story. My tale begins in iniquity. Ages past, in a time long lost and gone forever. 'Twas a different world then, with gods and men and kings and sorcerers, and one other. A warrior priest steeped in the darkest of mysticisms and versed in the skills of death-dealing. An arrogant, vain man. That was me, Shay-Khan. None could stay my hand or my boast. That one day even death would bow before my sword, and that I would wrest from him the gift of immortality. Great power inspires fear, and I inspired fear throughout the world. So much so that many of the warrior kings, sorcerers, and gods band together to cast an unholy spell, one that brought forth from unspeakable places death himself. He was brought forth to test my boast. He came for me that day on a misty plain, and even now, an eternity later, I still hear his words.
You have served me well, Shay-Khan, and sent many souls to me. But you have grown too strong and powerful. I've been summoned to slay you this night.
He smiled, then said,
To a man of death from death himself. A wager. If you win, Shay-Khan, you shall live forever. If I win, your soul is mine to do as I wish.
In my vanity, my foolishness, I accepted. The battle was joined and was fought on all levels. The physical, mental, mystic, psychic. On this world and in other planes of existence, with sword and spell, we clashed toe-to-toe, and the world trembled at our unleashed powers. I attacked with such fury, such might, that even death himself was taken aback. Then, incredibly, failed. I had toppled the master. Fulfill the wager, Lord of the Dead.
Give to me the gift of eternal life. Those were my words as I raised my arms in victory. I should have known. You can't cheat the Reaper. Oh, death gave me the gift of eternal life, but he shrouded the gift with the trappings of hell. For with the gift came a stipend. I would be stripped of most of my mystic powers, left a shell of my former might, and I would wear his visage and never know peace. And the eternity I would live would be filled with pain and suffering and loneliness. A priest, a king, a soldier, a thief. I became all these things and more, but always my curse pushed me onward. I crisscrossed the world from kingdom to town, from court to tribe, slaying the darkling beasts who stood between me and my grave. Many of the wounds those creatures gave me took long months to heal, all the while my sleep haunted by the wails and pain of their victims. But there is an end to my curse. If all the beasts of the dark are slain, then I may find my rest. Death told me so. And this beast, it is the last one. I have nearly cleansed the world of supernatural evils. Just one more.
Tomorrow the moon is full, and once more the citizens of Hellshire will attempt a sacrifice. And you're going to try and stop them, aren't you?
I do what I must.
But your wounds aren't nearly healed, and Geldundren is so powerful.
I have a plan.
If you succeed, if you should win, what will you do? You would not, I would miss you, Shay-Khan.
Mara, your place is among the living, not with one who has lived too long and hard. I have been in death's shadow too long to think of life.
You bear so much sorrow. I just want you to know how grateful I am, and that in my heart I will always love you.
He smiles at the young maiden's sincerity, as he remembers others who have loved him down through the centuries, and how they all had aged, then died, then fell to dust. He turns from her. His smile falls into a frown. It is too late for love. It's too late for life. The full moon stares downward like the cold eye of death. It grimly watches as another night unfolds beneath it, waiting greedily to see the souls it will gather up this night. Shay-Khan intends to help it collect quite a few, a town full, but vows that one will not be given up this day, the small child being led to the killing ground. Evil is quick to harm the meek and the innocent, Shay-Khan thinks. But I am neither. Once more, the barkeep leads the coven in their chants and dirges, their ungodly invocations rising in intensity as the ceremony progresses. Geldundren will be very angry that Shay-Khan has escaped, but the sacrifice of this boy should appease him until we can find what's left of the Forever Man. Geldundren howls, then enters the field. It is time. Time? It is time for death. Take the boy and ride. Don't look back, just ride like the devil's on your back. And Mara, have a good life. She rode off, leaving Shay-Khan to face the evil throng. As she once feared for her life, she now feared for the Forever Man's. It's him! He should be dead! Unfortunately for you, I'm very much alive, and very angry. Fools! Get him! No, not this time. Although most of my powers and sorceries were stripped from me long ago, still, I am resourceful. And so, with a little alchemy and science and a hint of magic, I have prepared a special treat for your followers tonight. I'm sure they'll warm up to this one. The smell of burning flesh spoils the air around them. Some die quicker than others, but eventually the screams cease, and they are all accounted for. Until only 2 remain alive on the killing ground. The beast Gildundren and Shay Khan. They face off. Well, demon, it seems your plans, like your followers, have fallen to ashes and ruin. And now hellfire awaits you.
So sure of yourself, so pompous and proud. Just remember this, Shay Khan. There will always be evil. Always. You can never win.
Shay Khan greets the charge of the beast. In midair, with a sure thrust of his sword,
You can never win.
the words echo in his mind as they roll and tumble on the ground. He shakes a feeling of dread from his mind. It is almost over. The long journey, nearly done. So close. Death's words come back to him. Death's words come back to him. If all the beasts of the dark are slain, then you may find your rest. And this was the last one. He redoubled his efforts. Die, you son of a bitch! His mind was a flurry of thoughts. There will always be evil. If all the beasts of the dark are slain, you can never win. Then you may find your rest. Rest. So close. The beast hurls the distracted warrior away from him. So very close. No more pain. Both combatants stand, eyeing each other, looking for an opening, as blood and gore ooze from their wounds.
Damn you, Shay Khan. We'll meet again someday. When you're lying beside me in hell's boiling pits.
Someday, but not today. It falls awkwardly forward into a gangly heap. One last sigh. And it's over. Over. After such a long time. Finally. The last one. No more nightmares. No more blood. Free from loneliness and pain. It is over. The long, long journey is finally over. He feels it plunge deep into his heart. Feels his body jolt in chaotic spasms. His heart strains against the stake. His body wrenches violently, and he falls to the ground in nauseous agony. But he does not die. Dizzying exhaustion overwhelms him as his mind burns with grim apprehension. Why? Why do I yet live? What cruel joke is this? I have paid my due so many times, so many ways. It is not fair. From somewhere deep in his mind, he hears a voice, familiar from ages past, the mocking laugh of the Dark One, Death. Shay Khan, it has taken you a long time to come to this. You said You said when all the beasts of the dark were slain, then I would have my rest.
Such a desperate tone of voice, Shay Khan. I think once again you've misjudged me. You know I am not one to renege on my word.
Then why do I still live?
Let me now show you the totality of your curse, Shay Khan. Look above you. See the countless stars above your head, each surrounded by worlds like yours, worlds thick with supernatural evils? But then, you'll find out about them soon enough, in your dreams. A shame, Shay Khan. It will be so frustrating. They are so many and so far away, and you, stuck on this mote of dust, waiting to reach them. Waiting such a long, long time. Waiting forever.